I am Spanonwabo, your sports guru. Catch me live every Saturday morning from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. Danko.
The views, opinions, or comments expressed on this program does not reflect the views, opinions, or comments of the radio station or its management.
Wayuthwa taba injalo lento losomneso
Oh yes, if you once graduated from any tertiary institution here in South Africa, can it be the college, the Technicon, TVET college, whatever, university, what University of Technology, all of them, one way or another, if you are an academic, if you are a graduate of any tertiary institution, surely this song resonate with you. Why? Simply because we know this song, it's played across all tertiary institutions at graduation ceremonies. So I'm sure every graduate here in the country, if they hear this song, it brings those memories, that special day when they were graduating from whatever institution, from whatever faculty. This song is played across all tertiary institutions here in South Africa at the graduation ceremonies. And you can recall that right now it is graduations as well in most institutions. Like you all know that we normally have two graduation ceremonies. There's one in April and the one around about this time in time for August and September. So you'll be hearing most of this song in all those tertiary institutions. Oh yes, this week, in as far as the Cricket South Africa Awards are concerned, it was celebrations all around the red carpet Oh, the suits and everything, the ball guns, they were on point as the people hit that red carpet. That was a Thursday night here in Johannesburg in those cricket South African awards, and there was a lot of big winners on the day. Keshaf Maharaj in the men's category definitely was the biggest winner. He walked away with the player of the season, or the cricket player of the season, while in the women's category, Nonkululeko Mlaba was also a big winner in as far as the women's category is concerned. Just to run down through some of the bigger winners in as far as the cricket South African awards are concerned. Let's quickly look at some of the names that made the headlines. We see at Keshaf Maharaj, like I've already mentioned, that he walked away with the men's player of the year. That was Keshaf Maharaj, who was crowned victorious. And then in the women's category, Nonkululeko Mlaba is the one that took that title of the women's player of the year. As a fans player of the year went to Captain Fantastic. That is none other than Themba Bavuma. The women's best delivery went to, guess what, who? None other than Nonkululeko Mlaba yet again. That was for the reaper of the ball that lit up the game and showcased world-class skill you can always bank on. Nonkululeko Mlaba, she is always your go-to girl in as far as that is concerned. While the men's best delivery went to none other than Nandre Bega. And then the Makayantini Power of Cricket Award went to Dane Peterson, the men's player of the year. Guess who? Oh, that is none other than KG, but you and I, we know him as Kagiso Rabada. Men's test player of the year went to Captain Fantastic, that is Themba Bavuma. And then the men's one-day international player was taken by none other than Hendrik Klassen. Unfortunately, he has just retired at only 33 years old. A pillar of a performance in 50 over format that combines class and an important to shine on the international stage throughout the ODI series. There was a Hendrik Klassen, but unfortunately, he has called it quits in as far as South African international cricket is concerned. Klassen retired.
Very surprising and very prematurely for me, because of I thought maybe he was going to stay more for 2 to 3 seasons going forward, but then I think he proved that he's a class beyond any reasonable doubt. So hopefully, I'm sure he must have been emotional when this accolade was announced, or maybe he might have not expected this announcement of his accolade, but it's well done to him. You also spoke about Nonkululeko Mlaba. What a player for me.
Oh, yes.
3 accolades.
In as far as the women's cricket is concerned.
Yes. Having won done well in the test match, grabbing those 10 wickets, as well as the T20 where she grabbed 12 wickets. So those are signs that, and also fueled by KFC, the award that was given to her. So those were shows that class is permanent, and hopefully in the next upcoming World Cup in 2 months' time in India, he will play a key role. So hopefully he will make sure that she didn't win this one's accolades by fluke, but she'll show it that she won them after due to hard work. So it's well done to Nonkululeko Mlaba. And then we also spoke about Keshaf Maharaj, of which, when I checked the combination of him and Themba Bavuma, comes to mind in that test match, World Test match against Australia, of which they grabbed runs, too many runs for us to win this particular Test Championship, which we were afraid of Australia, but they proved beyond any reasonable doubt that a game of sport doesn't have therefore. So well deserved. And also you mentioned Themba Bavuma being the player of the tournament. Fantastic for me. And you also see that the other young youth coming in. You have Luan Pretorias. Some of them managed to grab those awards in the SA Betway 20. So of which the future looks bright, and is continuing doing that even when we are currently playing those kind of matches. They are tri-series. Grabbing runs for us is Luan Pretorias, and hopefully with Konamapaka having one player of the tournament in the T20, it's fantastic for me. So everyone was just for a winner when I tried to conclude everything that transpired at the Emperor's Place this past Thursday.
Oh yes, Keshaf Maharaj, surely everyone is talking about him being the biggest winner on the night, and surely you have to give it to the guy. You can always rely on Keshaf Maharaj. Give him the ball to bowl. He will get you those wickets that you need. If the team is running away with the match, you need someone to just step out, just to get those batsmen to slow down a little bit. You throw the ball to Keshaf Maharaj, and surely he will try and slow things up, and even better, get wickets for you. When chips are down, and it looks like all the batsmen are falling left, right, and center. You throw the bat at him, he comes and stabilizes the innings as well. So Keshav Maharaj, he is the all-rounder in hiding, sort of. He's not an outright all-rounder, but he shines with both the ball and the bat. So surely, for me, that award was well deserving for Keshav Maharaj, because like I said, give him anything, the bat or the ball, Keshav Maharaj will deliver on the day for you.
We're talking about a hard worker here who proves that in South Africa we are a winning nation. We're talking about a hard worker who showed that even if I am a all-rounder in the absence of Kagiso Rabada, whom also you spoke about him, as I remember at some point we celebrated here his number of wickets. I think currently it's maybe 400 and something, if I'm not mistaken. So they're doing well, he's working hard, and I was so impressed judging from how he achieved that, and that hard working he showed during that World Test match against Australia.
As we continue with some of the winners on the night, we look at the men's T20 International Player of the Year. It went to none other than Andrich Nokia. The international men's newcomer of the year is none other than Otnel Bartman, while in the women's category, Ayanda Hlube grabbed that one. The women's ODI player is none other than Anneli Dexin. The domestic women's player of the season is Nondomiso Aushangase, all the way from KwaZulu-Natal. He turns up. He plays for the Dolphins in KwaZulu-Natal. The Hollywood Bets Pro 50 Player of the Year went to none other than Sune Lus. The T20 Challenge Player of the Year was taken by, guess who? Your favorite player, Kwena
Mapaga.
Yeah, Kwena Mapaga, who turns up for the Lions here in Johannesburg. The coach of the year is none other than the former Proteas coach, that is Russell Domingo. And there was also some winners in the amateurs category. We call them the pathway winners. That was also great indeed to see the younger and upcoming amateur side being acknowledged on the night, their performance. Let's try and see if we cannot hear anything from some of the amateur side, the amateur players, the pathway winners that were awarded on the night. I'm sure that meant a lot to them to be awarded or to be acknowledged at that stage on the night. Here's some of the sound bites of those pathway winners in as far as Cricket South Africa awards are concerned.
Grateful that this trophy is mine.
I feel great, honored. It's always a pleasure to get these awards from CSA and getting that acknowledgement, and it's nice, man. It feels good.
I mean, it's a massive honor. It's a lovely experience to be here at the awards today, and I'm really chuffed with the award.
I'm really grateful for receiving this award. I would like to thank my coaches, my family, Western Province and Cricket South Africa for helping me to receive this.
Obviously really happy, excited with the result, and I'm just really grateful for everything and all the support I received from my family, friends, coaches, and also my school.
Oh my God, it's so exciting, unexpected, and I don't even know how I feel. It's so exhilarating. I'm excited. I'm very much excited about it.
Grateful that this trophy is mine.
Oh yes, that was interesting indeed to see Cricket South Africa acknowledging the upcoming cricket players, the amateurs to be exact, to show them that, hey, we are watching you, whatever that you are doing. We do not take it for granted.
Very interesting, especially listening from the women's side. So, by the way, we are in the month of the women, and let's salute them because of this thing that has been announced by CSA, that is Gista Awards, where some of those players, the Tryon, Komlaba, are part of the nominees. I think we might hear that announcement around the 9th and the 10th, because I even also saw Mama Joy being part of that nominees as well. So very, very interesting for me that our women are doing so well. It says that they were unlucky last year when they lost against New Zealand.
Well done indeed to Cricket South Africa for hosting such a successful awards on the night. That was a Thursday night here in Johannesburg at Empire's Palace here in Gauteng. Gauteng Maboneng Ngwanagaj. Congratulations to all the winners on the night. very good morning and a warm welcome to you wherever you are within South African borders and beyond. We've got you covered. Don't you worry about a thing. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and allow us to entertain you. You are tuning in to Sports Geek with this morning here on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. And we come to you live from our Lenesia studios, south of Johannesburg, Ekole, Gauteng, Maboneng, Ngwanaga. We are available on TikTok and Facebook as Nirvana World FM. And you can always get in touch with us on our studio WhatsApp line number, which is 062-8577-442. Our studio WhatsApp line number, once again, is 062-8577-442. For advertising and marketing here on Nirvana World FM, you can always get in touch with Shashi Singh on 083-945-7664. Shashi Singh is the one that you may contact for advertising and marketing here on Nirvana World FM at 083-945-7664. Thank you very much to my colleague, that is none other than Louis Govender, who brought us the Saturday breakfast that was between 8 and 10 o'clock this morning. Oh, Louis, that discussion, that emotional discussion, that devastating discussion that you had with the Singh family who lost their family member under very, very unfortunate circumstances. That was very, very emotional indeed. And there was no better person to do that interview here on Nirvana World FM, none other than the very, very experienced Louis Govender. You definitely did a great job. You presented us, the Nirvana World FM family, pretty well. Job well done to Louis Govender. And let's hope the Singer family will definitely heal with time. Let's hope justice will definitely prevail. And then he was then followed by none other than DJ Powen on the ones and twos when they brought us Teen Kids. It was between 10 and 11 o'clock. He does it for you every Saturday morning between 10 and 11 o'clock. That is a DJ Powen as he brings you Teen Kids on the ones and twos, mixing it up for you the way you like it. You and I, we are together from now 11 o'clock until 1 p.m. as always here on Nirvana World FM. Every Saturday morning we are on your wireless. As I said, that is me, Sponor Ngobo, together with my co-pilot in the form and shape of Modiba Peter. Talking of Modiba Peter, Modiba, good morning and an official warm welcome.
Let me greet you and our lovely listeners and viewers there. Thanks for having us on this wonderful morning. And yeah, a lot is taking place and a lot has taken place throughout the week. And as we are going to dissect what will be transpiring this coming weekend, sit down, relax, and we've got you covered. And this is Sports Geek.
Oh yes, sit down, relax, and allow us to entertain. It is our contractual obligation to keep you informed and, more importantly, entertain. Just stick around. When we return, we'll continue talking cricket. Oh, it is happening in as far as cricket cycles are concerned. So if you are a cricket fan, you know exactly what to do. Stay put.
Welcome. This is your favorite station. Stay tuned.
Dlala Tukzin and Ciza, they gave us the song Sondele. Sondele ngihlala ngikwatile uzothola usuhlangana no right. You must check mind your movements, don't come too close to me because you just never know what mood am I on. Before you know it, you might just get yourself that right hook from my side. Thank you very much to Dlala Tukzin and Ciza, they gave us that song Sondele. It is the Saturday the 2nd of August 2025. Without any further ado, let's dive straight to more and more cricket news. Last weekend, South Africa, they locked horns against the Black Caps of New Zealand in that Tri-Nations series that is that was held up north in Zimbabwe. South Africa and New Zealand, and then the host, obviously, Zimbabwe. But in the final, it was none other than the Proteas and the boys from New Zealand. And I must say that New Zealand, they seem to be in the best of their form of late because going to that final, they won their games building up to that final. So it was a little bit clear. The writing was a little bit on the wall that New Zealand definitely they were the favourites in that final against South Africa, especially considering that South Africa rested some of their stars for the Australia tour. So it was mostly of the young stars, Abolwandre, Pretorius Davis, Breven Davis, who were given an opportunity to prove themselves. So, but it looks like it wasn't to be. New Zealand, they didn't take any nonsense from the Proteas.
I remember I even predicted that I was going to be biased about the prediction that South Africa hopefully they will win because of it was just a moment of truth. And I remember as we are about to leave the show, already New Zealand were on 54 runs without having lost a wicket. And you even stated that we are just against the issue of the Proteas won the toss, but they elected to bowl first.
Yes,
that's where I even said, the signs of going to lose are here.
Yeah, it was some kind of of a bad decision on the day.
Bad decision, and I think we've done that before, and we also did not win that particular medal. It might have been in the T20 final against India, where in fact ODI, where we won the toss and then elected to bat first. So
and it backfired.
So in that regard, so I think New Zealand proved to us that in that tri-series they didn't win those call it what, round robin matches by fluke, because they won both first round, second round against Zimbabwe, against us as well. In the moment of truth, they made sure that they posted 180 for 5 after 20 overs. One of the players, Rashin Ravindra, there was just fantastic, where he managed 47 balls from 47 runs, I should say, from 27 balls. Then it was our run to come in bad, but then on the day we posted 177 for 6 after 20 overs, of which Luando Pretorius, I think it's just marvel to watch this boy, did so well for us.
Oh yes, it's definitely one for the future.
One for the future, 51 runs from 35 balls. So he tried his best, but it wasn't to be. So hopefully, I think the momentum that we've built in this particular tri-series will boost us going to the Australian tour, as you rightfully mentioned there. So I think Shukri Conrad, hopefully, he will fix where we did wrong. So hopefully, again, some of the experienced players that were excluded in that tri-series, they'll definitely appear in the T20 as well as the ODI of the Australian tour. It's hard luck to us, the Proteas, but then it's well done to New Zealand. They just showed that they were just on form during that tri-series.
Oh yes, and New Zealand, they were definitely in some moon mid in as far as that Tri-Nation series is concerned. Still with New Zealand, after that T20 Tri-Nation series was concluded, New Zealand, they stayed behind to play the home side Zimbabwe in that test 2-match series, and currently New Zealand, they won the first match, so they're leading the 2-match series 1-0 against the host Zimbabwe. So if Zimbabwe, they were to level the series, they definitely have to win the second and the last test match. But if one looks at New Zealand's form, definitely they are definitely having a flyer of the season. So if you were to ask me, I will tell you I see New Zealand walk away victorious 2-0 in this test match against the home side Zimbabwe. Who seem, if you look at their body language, they seem to be not interested on playing. I don't know what is wrong, but looking at, maybe I'm wrong, but if I look at their body language, they seem to be not interested. They look a little bit demotivated. But we will see on the second and the last test match as they take on their visitors in New Zealand, who, like I said, who are having a stellar of the form. Now we'll come back closer to home, South Africa, where they will be touring Australia and get to play Australia in their own backyard, which is going to be a very, very tough assignment indeed. Motiba, talk to us. What can we expect in as far as the South Africa's tour to Australia is concerned? When does it get underway, and which formats will we be locking horns against Australia as we get that those two series underway?
Indeed, and this is the white ball competition there in the T20 as well as in the ODI. So. Yes. And it's going to be a crash game, so I'm just interested in this one. So I think my eyes will be glued to the TV screen, going to watch this particular 2-match series, a long tour of which it will start from the 10th and end up on the 25th of August. So of which you check the squad, because of our very own Shukri Conrad has selected the 2 squads for the ODI, and then the other squad for the T20 OEB. After the T20, some of the players will be dropped, and then some of the new player faces will come in as well. So I'm looking at the likes of Aiden Makram, who will be the captain in the side, because of Themba Bavuma is not part of the T20 white ball series there. So there's Ryan Rickelton, Rassie van der Dusen, Tristan Staps, Deval Brevis, our on form Luandi Pretorius,
great.
Bosch, Lungingiti.
Yes.
Our KG Kagiso Rabada.
Oh, he's back.
Nandri Bega is back. Kagiso Rabada, Nandri Bega. Gwenama Parker. The future looks bright there. George Linde. Senoran Mutusami. He was just also good in that particular tri-series. Ngaba Peter, as well as Pranelan Subrayan. Those are players that will participate in the ODI. I should say in the T20. So you go to the ODI, then Themba Bavuma comes in. Definitely you will captain the side. And also Eldin Makram is still there. And Ryan Rickelton, Tristan Stubbs, Matthew Briske, Tony Dizozi, you see new faces are coming in. Dival Brevis, Vian Mulder as well is back. All-rounder as well. Luando Pretorius, Nandi Rubega, Corbin Bosch, Kagiso Rabada once more, Lungengiti, Keshaf Mahavaraj, our very own player of the year, and also Prenelan Brian. So I think for me it's a balanced squad looking at the players from the T20 as well as the ODI. So the first match will definitely kickstart on the 10th of August after we would have celebrated the Women's Day on the 9th. So that will be at Marara Stadium in Darwin there. The second match on the 12th of August at Marara Darwin and once again. And then the third match will be on the 16th of August at Kazale Stadium as well. So ODI will kickstart on the 19th of August, and let's see whether we would have won or Australia would have won as well. I think the first two T20s will determine who's the winner, because of going to the third should I say T20, then we would have known, do we are playing for passion, or we are just playing to prepare for the ODI, or is Australia throwing pressure at us? I think the third T20 will have so many conclusions as far as T20 is concerned. And looking into the ODI as well, on the 19th of August, that will be on Tuesday, and the Kazale Stadium on the 22nd on Friday, also at the Great Barrier Reef Arena, and then the last match on the 25th against the same Australia at the Great Barrier Reef Arena. So let's see. I think it's going to be a lovely game. So experience will be there in this ODI. So let's see if their players will be. Is it Michelle Stark? The likes of your Michelle Stark.
Michelle Stark, yes.
Will be the Pat Cummings. They come to my mind.
Yes.
They will be
Hazelwood.
Those quality players. So I think they are fuming wherever they are.
Yes, it is going to be a tough indeed. The South Africa versus Australia game always bring excitement. This is always a personal. This is always a very, very tense game, sledging everything. So you just have to enjoy that game, especially with Australia having lost that World Test Championship final against South Africa. They will definitely come out guns blazing, and especially considering that they will be playing in their backyard. It is going to be tough indeed for South Africa. They will make the conditions as hostile as possible for South Africa. So South Africa, hope they are mentally ready, because surely those Aussies, they will ensure that they make life as difficult as possible for the visitors, South Africa. Still with the cricket, but now going elsewhere. That is out in England. Things are happening out there. India is touring that part of the world. They visited England in that 5-test match series. We are now on the last match, on the 5th match, and the series is evenly poised at 2-1 in favor of the home side, that is England. They are leading the series 2-1, with the 4th game being drawn. So if India want to level the series, they definitely at all costs have to win this current or the last match, which is underway. It got underway on Thursday. It was day 1. Yesterday was day 2, and today surely it is going to be day 3. Looking at day 2 at Stamps, the game will only get underway in the next hour or so. So let's quickly look at yesterday's at Stamps. How did the scoreboard read? The scoreboard reads India, they batted first. They went on and posted 224 runs, and then the home side, England, they were brought in to bowl to bat second. And we know in England these days they've got their own fancy way of playing. They're talking buzz ball. So the buzz ball was going to be tested yesterday against the Indian bowlers. Oh boy, the Indian bowlers, they brought their A game. They blew that buzz ball, English buzz ball away, and they bowled out the home side, having posted mere 247 runs on the board. Job well done indeed to the Indian bowlers who did their level best to contain the home side, who definitely had their tails held, working so high indeed. And then India, they came in yesterday. They batted, and the scoreboard read 75, having lost 2 wickets at Stamps. So this morning, as the game continues on day 3, India will continue batting, hoping to add on that 75 for 2, which automatically means India, they are leading the proceedings with 52 runs. I can tell you that's definitely not enough at all, considering that they are playing England in their own backyard. But another thing that might count in India's favor is that yesterday we saw Chris Woakes, who is one of the English best bowlers. He sustained a shoulder injury and he will not take part in this tournament, so in this match rather. So what does that mean? That simply means that India, they are one bowler down and one player down. So definitely that will definitely count into India's favor. So by the look of things, yes, the series is evenly poised. Yes, the match itself is evenly poised, but India, they do have that advantage of having one more player up, as England have lost their player, Chris Woakes, who is one of their bowlers at the moment. So by the look of things, look like India, they might just win this match, and in so doing level the series and deprive the home side to win the series at 3-1. So one way or another, India, they definitely cannot win this series. The best results that they can get in as far as this series is concerned is to level the series and have the series drawn at 2-all. It is interesting indeed. It is interesting to see the last game, seeing the teams still playing for so much at stake. It's not a dead rubber for India. They have to give it all. They have to give it all. Still, but also for England as well, they would love to win it at home and beat India.
If I were to ask, do they have Sharpman Jela Indians? Jasprit Bumrah, we spoke about you on the show.
On the show, yes.
Virat Kohli.
Oh, yes. Kohli is not playing, yes.
Oh, it's not playing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. At least if they've got Jasprit Bumrah, I think they can bounce back.
Yeah, no, India, they do have an advantage on the visual offer that England, they are one player down.
Okay.
And is a bowler. So India, they must just try and tire the English bowlers, absorb, get them, get as many runs as possible while they are there in the crease, because in England, they are definitely one bowler down. So,
and England is very stubborn.
It's very stubborn. So this game is definitely for India to win. So let's hope they will definitely know exactly what to do, and go out and do exactly that, level the series and make their Indian fans happy. Failure to do so, the basketball boys at the English side, they will definitely go on and win the series at 2-1. India, are you ready to let England rather, run all over you and just excite their fans at your expense? We will check as the game gets underway in the next few minutes or so. Let's quickly go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking rugby. Currie Cup round 2 is definitely upon us. Time now, it is quarter to 12 o'clock. Let's quick go for a breather. We'll continue on the other side of this. Rugby is up next on the menu.
Top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage, and lights for hire. Our quotes are immeasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 03 945 7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
Getting your business seen online can be tricky and confusing. At Silly Moose Designs, we offer a comprehensive list of services that can be personalized according to your budget and your marketing goals. From hosting to ranking on search engines, we've got you covered. Visit sillymoosedesigns.co.za to get started. We'll approach your website with passion, purpose, and power. Silly Moose Designs is a proud partner of Nirvana World FM.
In a world where compassion is needed, Ashraful Aid lent a hand to the Palestinian refugees. A source of warmth in the chill of winter, we supported children and families in Jordan. An indication to humanity's resilience and the power of unity. Embrace the spirit of giving because every bit counts. Together we can make a difference. Donate today.
All summer long.
Thank you very much to Kisaro Evara, who gave us the song titled Sang di Perona. Time now, it is 5 minutes before 12 o'clock. Good morning and welcome to a Sports Geek with Spodongqobo here on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. Without any further ado, we are trying to play catch up here. Times here seems to be not on our side, so we'll definitely try and not waste any time, because we just got an instruction from our producer to make it snappy, to get the show going. Let's dive straight to rugby. What's happening in as far as Canning Currie Cup is concerned? That's where South African rugby legends are born, in the Currie Cup, which all serves as the development for South African rugby. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the 87th edition of the Currie Cup. Modiba, talk to us.
Indeed, and you look at teams like your Western Sharks, should I say Western Province DHL. Yeah, they've got the most wins, and the Sharks are the defending champions, by the way.
Yes.
And there are matches that they've been playing, starting from last weekend, where we saw Sanlam Boland Cavaliers winning 37-35 against Toyota Cheetahs. And then also Western Province, as I've just spoke about them, DHL, they losing 23-48 against the Vodacom Bulls. Golden Lions winning 48-5 against the Sharks.
Oh, that was their revenge.
That was the sweetest
Sweet revenge. We remember that in the last season's final, it was the very same two teams. Lions, they hosted Sharks here in Johannesburg. And the Sharks, they stole the final on the day. With just a couple of seconds to go, they eventually walked away victorious 16-14, beating the home side, the Lions. So hence, we say that was a sweet revenge for the Lions.
And a heavy score line, eh? So
yeah,
indeed. So Pumas also winning 49-28 against the Griquas. So those were the results. And yesterday we also had a match between the Toyota Cheetahs up against the Elling Pumas, where the Toyota Cheetahs won that match by 42-27. 25, where one of the players, Chandrinel, the scrum player,
Oh, Nele, what a performance!
what
he
a
had.
performance, scoring
What
4
a
tries.
performance here!
Yo,
I hope for Nell's sake, Rasi Erasmus, the Springbok coach, was watching
and scouting.
And scouting. But looking at that Unel, he plays number 9 scrum half, and see how much depth we have in as far as the Springboks are concerned in that position. It is interesting indeed to see so many rugby players putting their hands up.
Indeed, and you look at Choice Cheetahs as well. That was the first win of the campaign, because they already, as you spoke about, round 2, and then they didn't do well in their first match. So I think this win will put them, for now, because of some other fixtures are still pending, it will take them top of the standings
for now,
because some of the matches will kickstart. I'll come to the fixtures shortly. So, and you rightfully said that against Rasi Erasmus, one thing I like about him, he always observe a talent and come and introduce it in the Springboks, where I wouldn't be surprised in the next coming months when we play the likes of your Argentina in those rugby championship. Maybe some of them might be called just for a cap or just a collab. So we'll have to wait and see when that day comes by in September. So, and looking at the fixtures as well, today on the 2nd of August, Saturday, Fidelity ADT Lions will definitely play the DHL Western Province, and then the Vodacom Bulls up against Hollywood Bet Sharks. An interesting game.
Oh, interesting indeed.
And speaking of Vodacom Bulls, they've just appointed Johan Ackerman as their new head coach. So I don't know what's happening with the future of, is it, you remember the coach who used to coach for the Springboks?
Jake White.
Jake White, yes.
Yeah, no, definitely I believe they will be parting ways. The relationship is not of the best between Jake White and the Blue Bulls management.
Remember we spoke about it too, especially when they were going to play that final against Leinster, that he just lost is it the third or second final on
yes,
that shot?
Yes.
And
especially the one that they lost the last season at home.
And you asked me that question, that are they going to stay put with him?
Yeah.
So, and then you stated that you don't see it happening in future. So it seems like they're gonna part with, or maybe they might deploy him in another position. Hopefully the director of the club, who knows, but
they'll show him the door.
I think come come September around the 26th, when the URC kickstart, I think we'll definitely know what's happening with the Vodacom Bulls as far as the technical team is concerned. So those are the fixtures, and then tomorrow there's only one fixture taking place. There's Suzuki Griquas up against Sanlam Bowlers Cavaliers at 3 o'clock. Though the other matches, like your Fidelity ADT Lions against Western Province, will kickstart at 3 o'clock. Vodacom Bulls against Hollywood Bet Sharks at 5 o'clock. So those are the fixtures for today, and their time slots as well. So in terms of the standings as well, we spoke about Toyota Cheetahs with that win yesterday, giving them 8 points top of the standings, pending the other fixtures that will be taking place tomorrow and as well as later today. And then number 2, we've got Fidelity ADT Lions with 5 points, Vodacom Bulls with 5 points. They're all deadlocked at 5 points. The A-Link Pumas with 5 points at number 4, and number 5 we've got Sanlam Boland Cavaliers on 5 points as well. And then number 6 we've got Suzuki Griquas at 0 points. So is DHL Western Province as well as Hollywood Bet Sharks. So with DHL Western Province, let's wait and see if, because they've got a number of titles in this category of the Currie Cup, will they make sure that they push for further and win these matches? I think that's an awaiting game going forward. So very, very interesting as far as Currie Cup is concerned. So more fixtures, more results. We'll bring them next weekend. Stay tuned with Nirvana World FM, your beat, your music.
Yes, that is the Kalinga Currie Cup news round 2. It is continuing this weekend, and still with the Kalinga Currie Cup 2025 edition. Don't forget that if you happen to be a Sharks fan and you are based in KwaZulu-Natal, Durban to be exact, don't forget that this season's Currie Cup matches for the Sharks, you can go and watch them for free for the whole season. So every time the Sharks play at home, you know exactly what to do. Make your way to Kings Park Stadium, and the entrance is free of charge. Mahala gratis pusende bagwethu. So you do not have any reason not to go and support the Sharks in this year's Currie Cup. From my side, if you ask me, I think they simply mean one thing. They want to ensure that they win all their home games. They need their fans behind them as their 16th player. So they definitely, this is, for me, I think that is a marketing strategy which might work in their favor if they were to ensure that they have the Kings Park Stadium have packed to capacity with their fans pushing them and go on and win all their home games. That might just be enough to see the Sharks eventually walk away victorious and defend their Currie Cup successfully.
Indeed, and I'm looking at as I've said, that next month on the 26th of September, the United Rugby Championship will be starting for the new season. So when you say the marketing, it takes me back to there that if they come in numbers, hopefully they win their match. Then come next season, when they kickstart their first match, hopefully it might be their home game. Then they will be able to do that, because of one thing I remember, GHL Thomas will kickstart the season with I think with the Sharks. Yeah, I think with the Sharks. Yes,
Sharks, yes.
They're traveling to the DHL Stadium by the looks of things. So it's gonna be an interesting one to that, saying that okay, you enter for free, then come next season. Hopefully, if we get to win, do well in
you
the
get
Cup.
hooked to the game. You get hooked to the atmosphere of the stadium, the chaos of the atmosphere. Even if it's paid time,
exactly.
You'll say, okay, they want us to pay. I'm going to the stadium. I'll pay my last cent, because now you will be hooked to that chaos, the atmosphere of being at the stadium and get to watch your favorite team live go stadium.
And if you check as well, like winter's almost over, just 1 month away, and by the time United Rugby Championship resumes, we will be in the new season. Hopefully it won't be cold like it is currently, even today.
In Durban, unfortunately, they don't know anything about winter and cold. They've only got 4 seasons there in Durban. They've got summer and summer and summer and another
just like in
summer.
Venda, Giyani, in my province in Venda, Giyani, those places are never cold. You can ask Randani as well. He'll tell you.
Okay, so if you're in Durban and you're a Shark fan, even if you're not a Shark fan, if you're just a rugby fan, so you've got no reasons not to go to Kings Park Stadium. And but for that sake, you'll have to support the home side, Ama Sharks, because you'll be there in the stadium free of charge, courtesy of them. That is the Sharks plan for 2025 Currie Cup season. It is round 2 this weekend. Let's go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking none other than Formula 1 motor racing, about Max Verstappen, about Lando Norris, about Oscar Piastri. I almost said Oscar Piastri, not Pretorius.
Those names, they'll trick your time.
About Charles Leclerc, we'll get to see how are they performing in as far as a Hungarian Grand Prix is concerned.
Getting your business seen online can be tricky and confusing. At Silly Moose Designs, we offer a comprehensive list of services that can be personalized according to your budget and your marketing goals. From hosting to ranking on search engines, we've got you covered. Visit sillymoosedesigns.co.za to get started. We'll approach your website with passion, purpose, and power. Silly Moose Designs is a proud partner of Nirvana World FM.
Heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage, and lights for hire. Our quotes are immeasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 03 945 7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
In a world where compassion is needed, Ashraful Aid lent a hand to the Palestinian refugees. A source of warmth in the chill of winter, we supported children and families in Jordan. An indication to humanity's resilience and the power of unity. Embrace the spirit of giving, because every bit counts. Together we can make a difference. Donate today.
All summer long.
Oh, Chick to Chick, so good, so nice. Remember that Chick to Chick at this stage, they were led by none other than Pumi Maduna. I believe towards the twilight of her career, she switched to reggae music. I believe these days she is some reggae queen. That was Chick to Chick led by none other than the legendary Pumi Maduna. They gave us the song titled So Good, So Nice. If my memory serves me well, surely this song was released all the way back. Listen to this, 1984. What does that mean? That simply means this song is 41 years old. But fast forward 2025, we're still listening and dancing to it. That shows that it's one of those timeless song. Whether only 2000, only 80s or 90s, you still manage to listen to this song that we got that given it to us by none other than Chick to Chick, led by Pumi Maduna. The song titled So Good, So Nice. I did at the beginning of this show, I did mention that the cricket match it's happening out in England, the home of cricket. Lord's Cricket ground in that F5 match series between India and England. That game has just got underway, so we will keep you posted during the course of the show. I can tell you now that India, they continue where they left off yesterday. They are currently betting. Remember that yesterday at Stamps the score was 75-2. Right now, I can tell you that the scoreboard reached 85-2, and India are currently leading England by 65 runs. We'll keep you posted even before we knock off. We will ensure that we'll tell you what's happening in as far as that mouth-watering clash between India and England. That 5-match test series. Who will it be? Will India level the series and deprive the home side England an opportunity to make their crowd happy and walk away victorious 3-1, or will India go on and level the series at 2-all? It is going to be interesting indeed. I can comfortably tell you that the game and the series, both of them are evenly poised. Time now, it is 13 minutes after 12 o'clock. Good afternoon and welcome to a very, very sunny Johannesburg, but unfortunately cold at the same time. Without any further ado, let's dive straight. What's happening in as far as F1 motor racing is concerned? Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Boso Kimang.
So, but you look at in terms of, like I've said, McLaren's been on scintillating form.
Yes.
Lando Norris as well as Oscar Piastri. Those are my players for me, my drivers for me. So they're doing extra of a job. So putting Max Verstappen under pressure to say that this season there's no way you're gonna defend your title. So, and you look at in last week this Belgian Grand Prix where it was a delay, 80 minutes delay because of it was a cold conditions. Wet as well, so in a 44 laps race, so where the very same Oscar Piastri managed to win that particular race. So it was just fantastic for him that I never saw it coming. I thought Lando Norris was going to come in, but then just as you know, it's been a battle between the two. So Max Verstappen arrived fourth because it was on the podium just Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, as well as Charles Leclerc. So those are the drivers who were there. So I was just disappointed with Max Verstappen. I was also disappointed with Lewis Hamilton because of, like I've said before, that in terms of history, remember at the start of the season she jumped from the other Mercedes to Ferrari. So, but it's not.
That is Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, but it's not doing well for me. So, a driver who achieved 106 titles, more than all the drivers, but performing poor every season. That poses so many questions. But you look at Max Verstappen as well. So we thought, like I've said, that life after principal coach Christian Horner, but still the same results are still coming up. So at some point, yes, the Red Bull was upgraded, but still no improvement. So hopefully in this upcoming Hungarian Grand Prix that is taking place this weekend, he will do well. So, but you know, the McLaren guys, I'll just come to the standings as well shortly. So that making sure that we are going to extend a huge gap. If you look in terms of individual cars, already they've exceeded 400, whereas Red Bull is still under 100 and something points. So it's not looking good. But then let's wait and see in this Hungarian Grand Prix how will they pan up You look at it in terms of Oscar Piastri, should I say, yeah, he's still topping the standings with 266 points. And then Lando Norris with 250 points, which means the gap between the two drivers is 16 points. So Max Verstappen is 185 points. You can see that he's really, really behind. I think with 81 runs when I tried to do my calculations.
81 points.
And yeah, I think you'll need close to 3 races because of currently it's round 14, of which in F1 motor racing, races that are supposed to take place are 24 races, which means there are only 10 races to go. So he needs to start collecting those races as well as Max Verstappen. Failure to do that, I think we can see one of the McLaren being crowned as champions come November, because of usually F1 motor racing comes to the end in November. So, and then you look at also George Russell, 157 points, and also Charles Leclerc, 139 points. So they still have a lot of work to do there. So you go to those team standings as well, those cars. McLaren is on 516. That's a huge milestone gap there. Ferrari number 2 on 248. It's almost half the points that are. In fact, it's more than that, because of 516. The half of 516 usually is 258. So currently it's on 248. It's Ferrari. Then Mercedes is 220, and then Red Bull, because of Max Verstappen, is just alone this season. His teammate is not doing well. So Williams on 70 points. So let's wait and see. Come next weekend, we'll bring the results and look ahead. Hopefully, motorsport will also return to action as well, where the likes of Francisco Bagnaia are not doing well as well. I think it's the same WhatsApp group with Max Verstappen, as both they are the champions for F1 motor racing as well as motorsport respectively. So he needs to start picking up also Francisco Bagnaia, because of, you look at Alex Marquez and also the Mark Marquez, the two brothers there, they are on form, just like here, Lando Norris, as well as Oscar Piastri are doing well for McLaren. So it's very, very interesting, and it's a wonderful finish going with the rest 3 months to go.
Just going back to F1 motor racing, the defending champion Max Verstappen, since the beginning of this season, actually even towards the end of last season, there was a big discussion, rumors that Max Verstappen was thinking of dumping Red Bull and jump ship. So everyone has been asking that question: is Max Verstappen going? Is Max Verstappen staying? And then finally, yesterday, the man had an official word in as far as that matter is concerned, whether he's going or staying. Like they always say, let's hear from the horse's mouth. I'm not going to tell you what did he say. Just hear for yourself. What did Max Verstappen say with regard to his future? Is he leaving? Is he jumping the ship of Red Bull and going elsewhere, or is he staying put? Still with the Red Bull, don't forget that 2 or 3 weeks back we reported that their principal Christian Horner has left Red Bull. Yes, Red Bull's principal Christian Horner has left Red Bull. Where does this leave Max Verstappen? Let's try and hear from the man himself. What is he going? Is he staying?
Ish.
I don't want you to say you heard the rumors from me. Hear it from the man himself. Here's Max Verstappen for you on his future.
Clear, and also for next year, I'm discussing with the team already the plans, the things that we want to change for next year. So that means that I'm also staying with the team for next year. And yeah, if my boat is next to Toto's, then the boat is next to Toto's. Verstappen, meanwhile, it's quite long, but at the same time, it doesn't. So. Yeah, a lot of fantastic memories, emotional memories. So yeah, it definitely feels like a second family.
I'm staying with the team. I'm busy with the preparations with my team. There is Max Verstappen regarding his future. So the rumors are official off the table of him leaving Red Bull for now. The man himself has just confirmed that Nechan Nerens is staying put.
I think because of the departure of Christian Horner, who has served Red Bull for 20 years, like we spoke before. So I think for me, it must have excited him. But then I missed
the departure of Horner.
Christian Horner must have excited Max Verstappen, hence he decided he's no longer leaving. So you can see that the two guys did not have were not in terms.
Yeah.
So, and I realized that as himself, he needs to. I was so curious. I was listening for him. Why can't he speak about his poor performance as well? So, but they didn't.
He will blame it on someone else, not himself.
But he always has excuses. Remember, even last season when he had those crashes during those number of laps.
Yeah, he always finds someone to blame.
Someone to blame or something to blame. So he felt like a sore loser when I tried to check the situation there. But currently, he must just make sure that he sit down, he introspect himself, and make sure that he work hard with the 10 laps. Should I say the 10 races that are left for the season?
Oh yes, it is interesting indeed. Will Max Verstappen improve his performance of late? But it doesn't look like it. It looks like the McLaren boys, Piastri and Norris, they are running away with it. And still with the McLaren boys that we saw yesterday in practice 2, we saw Lando Norris setting the fastest time in as far as the practice 2 is concerned. So surely Piastri and Norris, they're having a time of their lives. Let's go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking football. Bolo ya maoto, ipola liga no puchuzwayo.
You're listening.
You're now listening to the best.
Oh, Glenn Lewis giving us that song, Mid Tempo 2000. Oh yes, the big question is, where were you way back in the year 2000 when the Glenzito, there is a Glenn Lewis, got all of us dancing, occupying that dance floor. Glenn Lewis, oh, Mid Tempo 2000. Oh yes, surely those were the days of Kwasa Kwasa, Thobela. Those were the times of those dance back in the days. Glenn Lewis, Arhlanza.
I remember at that time he was hosting this other show on SABC, Technical Heart of the Beat, where she used to work with this lady, this Bonimbuli.
Yes.
That show, yeah, those were the days of Glenn Lewis.
Oh yes,
and by the way, did you know that he's a vendor?
Yes, I know he's vendor. Yeah, I know he's vendor. But he hardly speaks as vendor most of the time. When he does, he normally he does English and is Zulu most of the time. That is the Glenzito for you. Yes. So in case you didn't know that Glenn Lewis released, yes, it did. Just go and check what was it doing with us all the way back in the year 2000. Time now it is 28 minutes after 12 o'clock. Good afternoon and welcome to Nevada World FM. Your beat, your music, and the show that you are listening to is Sports Geek with Sponolo Ngobo, co-piloting it with none other than Motiva Upbeat. And once again, thank you very much to my colleagues. There is Louis Govender who got things started up this morning. It was between 8 and 10 o'clock when he brought us that breakfast show. He was then followed by DJ Poen who brought us Teen Kids, mixing it up for you the way you like it on the ones and twos. There is a DJ Poen for you every Saturday morning between 10 and 11 o'clock. But look, the whole thing, the scene, the pace, everything is set by none other than the legendary Louis Govender. Then you and I, we normally do this between 11 and 1 p.m. every Saturday. Let's dive straight to football. South African football this weekend definitely gets back to our screens, to our radios, to our stadiums. Officially, South African football officially returns this weekend. What a better way to kickstart the season by getting the MTN8 Wafa underway, and the defending champions Orlando Pirates definitely they are raring to go, raring to defend their trophy, even in the absence of their former head coach in the formanship of Jose Rivero, whom is now history that he left the Orlando Pirates and joined the Egyptian Giants in the form and shape of the team of the century Al Ahly.
Indeed, and yes. Also without how if I can add what you just
yes,
without Munapule Saleng, who has just left to join Orbit College, of which you look at Munapule Saleng in this MTN8 in this 3 seasons the way Orlando Pirates have won this title. He played a key role where he scored crucial goals. He helped Pirates with those supplies. Zakaele Pasa as well comes to mind, the hat-trick that he once scored when Pirates thrashed Kukun United by 5-0. And by the way, let's just alert the listeners, it's a sold-out affair. if you are not
Go Orlando Stadium.
Go Orlando Stadium. It's a sold out affair. Everyone is just hungry for football. The
Yo.
hype, the mood, excitement is just here. Football is back. So in the form of the MTN 8, and then come next weekend, we'll dish you out with the Betway Premiership fixtures and what to expect. So, but currently, Orlando Pirates will host the very same Polokwane City, and looking at them as the defending champions after having thrashed Stellenbosch by 3-1. You remember that game where Steve Barker was not a happy man, considering the fact that he felt Orlando Pirates' second goal. He was robbed where Morabule Mofokeng stole the ball and played it at the wrong position.
Oh, yes.
So that's why he was unhappy with after having equalized Scott Fett, but Pirates bounced back and won the game 3-1. So you look at Polokwane City on the other side. They lost courtesy of an own goal in that quarterfinal against Mamelodi Sundowns. So where one of the players, Tabang Matudu, the right back, considered an own goal. So you look at them, they've never beaten Orlando Pirates in the last 9 matches, of which they've got a poor record against Orlando Pirates. But cup games are a different ball game under the leadership of Coach Putumi Hafe, assisted by Pris Aka, the former Maritzburg United striker. So you look at Orlando Pirates, the new mentorship is in charge there, Abdislam Oado, the former Marumo Gallants head coach, of which he will be looking for the first win in Pirates colours, of which he will be looking to help Pirates maybe clinch the 4th MTN back-to-back MTN titles. Let's wait and see, because of Orlando Pirates will also parade the new signings. You are chef in the kitchen, Sifom Bule. I don't know the level of fitness. Also in Apolis, he will be playing against his former team this afternoon.
What a marvel to watch.
You see, you look at also Snokolo Kwaiba from Chipa United. Those, I think they'll try to raise their hands as well. Tsepam Moremi from Amazulu. Those are the players who will be saying, we want to start well for Orlando Pirates, pending if they are selected for this match. Some of the players will feel motivated of the fact that we'll come to that shortly. They were given the accolades midweek in the PSL Awards. So you look at Polokwane City, they've not made signings, which concerns me. They also, one of their goalkeepers from Equatorial Guinea, Manuel Sapunga, has left them and joined neighbors Kukuni United with the likes of Ronaldo Lina, as they parted ways with Alec Badr Sangare and Lloyd Kasapua. So he comes and joins Ronaldo Lina, and Tostan Sabata, the Zambian, is back after having left Babina Nokoba, and then he comes back this time around. Let's wait and see, because of Polokwane City, they haven't signed anyone in the transfer window. They let go of the goalkeeper Manuel Sapunga. Semisiabi, remember, he was at some point he was coming as a substitute, and also one of the key players, Oswin Apolis, who has joined the opposition's Orlando Pirates this afternoon. So let's wait and see, because of one of their left back here, Tlounko, he promised that they're in for an upset. And Orlando Pirates, also, speaking of them, they've just announced Ngosnati Sibisi Potlela as the new captain, assisted by TLP Mbekezeli Mbokazi. So it's a lovely game to look forward to. As they always say, this is Orlando Stadium, our slaughterhouse. We'll make sure that Polokwane City don't come back alive, just like last season when they thrashed them 3-0 in the league match, where one of the goalkeepers made goalkeeping errors. But let's wait and see, because of the mood in the camp is very, very high. With Pirates, we haven't seen the philosophy, but I think today we'll have to wait and see how Abdislam Otto, who was coaching Marumo Gallants, plan up his things. I think Sipo Chain will be key as well. It's helped Orlando Pirates before. Remember when they won against Sundowns in that final of the MTN 8. With Polokwane City, they are underdogs, and they will want to cause an upset, but will they be able to do that? I don't see it happening.
You mentioned that Orlando Pirates, they will be hoping to defend their trophy and make it 4 wins off at the MTN 8. 4 wins on the trot, defending their trophy successfully. Considering that we still have a Mamelodi Sundowns, how do you fancy Orlando Pirates' chances of going out and do exactly that, winning MTN 8 4 times on the trot?
I was just speaking with Tulani Ngobo this morning. I'm like, I'm anticipating an upset. Then he said to me, it's very soon. Then I said to him, if there's no upset, I think the two teams needs to clash against one another in the semi-finals. No, not in the final. In the semi-final, yeah. One must go down. So he was like, no, but this time they won't be upset. Hopefully in the semi-finals. But I fancy that the whole place announced in the semi-finals. And Mamelodi Sundowns will be saying, okay, we have not won this trophy ever since Mangoba Mngiti when he won triple. That was the last time. I think that was in 2021. During those days of COVID and stuff, when they played Cape Town City at the Moses Mabhida, but unfortunately Cape Town City lost on penalties. Cape Town Sundowns had to win it. But you look at their journey in this cup, it's been their Hoodoo Cup because they've only won it once and they haven't done well. At some point, lost in the final against the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, against the likes of Orlando Pirates, against the likes of Ajax Cape Town. I can name few teams there that troubled Mamelodi Sundowns. So I think for me, the coach, they will put him under pressure to say, Miguel Cardoso, Mamelodi Sundowns have not done well domestically in the last 3 seasons.
Oh, yes.
When Rolando Mokwena and Mangoba Mngiti were there. So you need to win one trophy. Like I stated before, when they were going to play CAF Champions League against Pyramids, that they are not doing well domestically, of which I don't see them winning CAF Champions League. But this is an opportunity for them because of the coach has not won the CAF Champions League, the Nedbank Cup, as well as the FIFA Club World Cup. So failure to win this one, just like we saw with Mangoba, because of after he lost this MTN 8, they've put him a trap whereby if you don't win the Kalin knockout, then it's over with you. So and it was the case. So with the coach, I foresee the team going to take a drastic decision. Flamingberg, of which I also stated that he has failed the club because of his drastic decisions, whereby they don't bear fruit. Yes, we are known of winning those 8 titles on the trot, 15 titles in total. But then
cup games.
Domestically, you need to
Cup
do well.
games are not doing well.
Domestically, you need to do well. And if domestically you need to do well, this is the MTN 8. Failure to win it, I see something not looking good. But I think we'll talk and notify the listeners as well. But if I were to tell you now, I wish Orlando Pirates meet Mamelodi Sundowns in the semi-finals on a 2-leg tie. As you know, it's home and away, and aggregate score and away goal rules accompanied by penalties do apply.
Because of time, may you kindly give us the rest of the MTN 8 fixture that I believe will be taking place this weekend.
Later tonight at 6 o'clock, TS Galaxy will visit Sekhukhune United. Babinano Adibatlabe. Hey, Sekhukhune United has been busy in the market.
They've been doing it for the past 2 or 3 seasons, signing. They've been busy on the market, almost all the seasons.
They're signing, they are firing. We'll come to that also as well, the transfer window. So I saw they've signed the likes of your Pratlo Grobler, Spuyo Mahlangu. They've let go of Antipoyeli, the striker who scored the second hat-trick last season following Sohofatso Mabasa. Njabulo Ngobo comes to mind, but I'll come back to that shortly. So and they've just opened a foundation, Sekhukhune United Foundation, during the week. They also got the sponsors last week. So
things are happening.
Things are happening from Mr. Malachi. They call it Babina Noko because of Batin Yesuzu is Tagazelo Skamalachi. So I realized that Eric Tintler also might be under pressure of the fact that you see the team is doing well, getting sponsors.
Yeah, surely they've signed everything. You must deliver.
Exactly. You need to challenge for a silverware, and we all know Eric Tintler is not a league-winning coach, but in terms of cup competitions, he will wants to do well. Like we saw him during his days at SuperSport, where he won the MTN 8. So even after having worked with Kaitano Tembu, and whom currently is just denied a move to Durban City, he's working with Eric Tintler. He also won the MTN 8 after winning against Cape Town City on penalties. So I think he will want to do well. I think he will also be under pressure. I was just having a chat this morning with one of the fans that, don't you think Eric Tintler will be under pressure of the fact that the team is doing well, getting sponsors, opening foundations, getting quality players? So I think something has to give. If he's not arrogant enough, I think he will get something, just like we've seen previously when he went to cup finals of CAF Confederations Cup, CAF Champions League with Orlando Pirates. But unfortunately, Telkom knockout also comes to mind against Sundowns when he was still at Maritzburg United. Failure to get a silverware. I think there will be a drastic decision like they did to Lehlogonolo Seema. And as you know, when he took over, he started with his first match of the Nedbank Cup. I think if I'm mistaken, quarterfinals against Sundowns, where he lost during extra time. That 1-0 goal after the goalkeeper had a fantastic game, Ronaldo Lena against Mamelodi Sundowns. So I'm looking at that and I realize also he will be under pressure. Majority of coaches here will be under pressure, especially the 2 coaches in Miguel Cardoso as well as Eric Tintler. And with TS Galaxy, I realized that they call them the Rockets from Mpumalanga. Siyadumuza Amandebele. So I think they've let go of good players. You are Azanan Zamovic, your top goal scorer. Spuyo Mahlangu is also going to play for Sekhukhune United against his former team today. So you look at some of the signings that I've seen. I've seen the likes of your Cedric George, whom they are not that prolific goal scorers. They've signed 11 players, will also come to the transfer window shortly. So you look at some of the players that I remember, the goalkeeper, the Ira Tape. They'll still be influential. Max Munyai, Bavenda at right back. There's also some Kelo Kabini. Remember Mulungisi Mpunjani, Busodi Tejani, they comes to mind. But my only worry is up front where they've let go of players, but they managed to sign Junior Zintonga of Marumo Callens. Hopefully they will get a chance, but I don't know in terms of the combination play. how Coach Adnan Beganovic will dish out things, but we'll have to wait. I think for me, I'll give it to Sekhukhune United because of their playing at New Peter Mokaba Stadium. And then tomorrow there's Amazulu up against
Susuma Peshanko.
So so they will host, they will visit Stellenbosch. At first the game was going to take place at Danny Craven, but it's been shifted to DHL Stadium, of which you check also you realize that Amazulu don't have a good record against Stellenbosch. Remember, the 5-0 comes to mind.
Especially on the road.
On the road. Even the Stellenbosch thrashed them 5-0 at their own backyard in Kings Olitin, at Kings Olitin Stadium in Umlas, where the goalkeeper, Velimotwa, was exposed. Even speaking of Velimotwa, he's just left the club and is now going to play for University of Pretoria. So, and you look at how Athajwane has made your style of changes, releasing close to 15 players, of which you need to deliver because of, I was listening to their owner there, Sandile Zungu, stating that their main goal for the season is to finish within the top 4. So I don't know if Athazani, that mandate, will save it. So we'll wait. It's a waiting game as well. But then having to play away from home against Stellenbosch, the last season's finalists, I think they will be saying we want to go all the way to the final again. Judging from how we lost against Pirates, it was just not good, especially with leading to the second goal. And then you look at Stellenbosch as well. They didn't release so many players. Ismail Toure, the regular player, comes to mind. He's left the club. Brian Onyango as well, and then you look at Ura Anset as well as left the club. Sitlin Dooley has just joined Orlando Pirates as well. So I think they rely from the likes of your Andre Dion. You look at in the middle of the park, they've got your Sanela Barnes, this young boy from Cape Town Space, Kumani Pusaka. Those are good ball players, of which whenever they've got the ball, they're capable of playing. At the back, Tabamolo Isani has impressed me so well, and at some point I thought he was going to leave Stellenbosch or maybe go and join his hometown, Mamelodi Sundowns, as he hails from Pretoria. So, but they've got good players as forward, but forward Spasine has left the club and joined Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know who are they going to deploy. Is it Asinko Semokawa or somebody else? Because Cajun, those are the players that they are playing for Stellenbosch. But for me, looking at that fixture, because of their playing at home, I'll give it to Stellenbosch.
Oh, yes, that's how their expectations and the predictions are concerned as far as the MTN 8 Wafa Wafa is concerned from our sports analyst in the form and shape of Modiba Peter.
Then there's one last fixture that is left, that is Sundowns up against Richards Bay.
Yes.
Mamelodi Sundowns have been a good team to Richards Bay. Richards Bay has never beaten Mamelodi Sundowns.
Natal Rich Boys.
Yes.
Omjomana,
or Renu Gabriel, or Papi Zotwane. They've never beaten Mamelodi Sundowns ever since they campaigned.
And they're playing in the Sundowns, they're playing at home.
At home at the Lucas Moripe Stadium.
So the odds are stacked against them.
The odds are stacked. Even in terms of the odds, you realize Mamelodi Sundowns has a huge upper hand. So the pressure is on them to deliver. If they dish out the same performance that they showed last season against Polokwane City, they might find themselves being troubled because of their record in this MTN 8 is extremely poor. But because of their playing at home, we are yet to see their new signings at Mamelodi Sundowns. But with Richards Bay, we saw the likes of Kabadino Mango, Lindoku Tlemuchale being signed by the club. But then they've let go of good players. Yele Lambotoma, who's coming for Orlando Pirates, just joined Pirates. So Milan Zundwana, the tall guy there, he's also left the club. Justice Figueredo, who's just joined Chipa United. And then you look at also in goals, I heard that one of their goalkeepers, the second choice, Ian Otieno, is not yet back. So for me, I think Mamelodi Sundowns will take this one.
Okay, just a quick wrap. Time is definitely not on our side. Polokwane City versus Orlando Pirates. You tip?
I'll give it to Orlando Pirates.
Mamelodi Sundowns, Richards Bay.
I'll give it to Mamelodi Sundowns.
Amazulu FC versus Stellenbosch.
I'll give it to Stellenbosch.
Sekhukhune United versus? Whom are they playing?
TS Galaxy.
Sekhukhune United versus TS Galaxy.
I'll give it to Sekhukhune because of their playing at home.
There you have it, South Africa. Orlando Pirates, Sekhukhune, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Stellenbosch are tipped to go to the next stage of the MTN 8 Wafa Wafa. Unfortunately, that's how we come to an end of today's show. Time is definitely not on our side, Modiba. I guess it's time for us to sign off.
Indeed, and it was good to be here. And let's wait and see. A lot is taking place this wonderful weekend. And MTA F1 motorizing MTN 8. There's also the Championship Legends South Africa up against Australia as India managed to pull out because of, should I say, South Africa against Pakistan, as India pulled out because of those politics.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see. Those are Champions Legends and F1 Motor Racing and Grand Prix taking place as well in our midst. And a lot is taking place this coming weekend. And with that, Currie Cup as well comes to mind. Then it's a very good afternoon. This was Mudiba Peter, your very own sports analyst. Let's meet again next weekend.
Oh yes, a very good afternoon indeed. Let's do this once again. Come next weekend, Saturday, here on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. That is between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Till then, I am Spodero Ngwabo, and it is
bye bye.
Bye bye.